7mm socket on that, probably about I don't know, maybe an inch, 7 1/8 inch, close to on the edge. It's the Coil pack hold down bolt. Very simple, very easy. All it does is keeps that bolt. All it does is it keeps that coil. It does nothing other than keeping that coil from jimming and jangling and bouncing and shocking and booping and bouncing and jumping off the plug and jumping out the boot, jumping out the hole there. So this one is fairly good, fairly decent. The other ones on there are rusting pretty bad. You just got to snug these up. They don't even got to be snug. You just barely put them on there. There's enough threads that are long enough to keep that boot in the position. I've got one over here that broke on me. I don't know if you can see it right there. So I just put a 2-bit of, couldn't get in there, didn't have a drill bit, didn't have anything to get in there to properly tighten it down. So we put a piece of coat hanger, steel hanger, 2-part epoxy that's aluminum. It won't get too hot, and that 2-part epoxy is about 1700 degrees. It'll withstand. So I think that I'm hoping and praying that that'll do it. If not, I'll have a jumping, sparking, dancing boot there. Don't know what else to do. Kind of stuck with that dilemma. Drilling it out, tapping it out, and putting a new bolt and nut in there. But how do you get up in there? You know, it's a really tight situation. That's what you got to work with. This is what we got to work with here to get in there to do that. So in the meantime, I believe this 2-part epoxy hardens like steel. So it should be by morning. I've actually used this 2-part epoxy on several items. There's a little stub in there. The top of that head broke off. It's just about that much. Let me see if I can find it over here. I'll put it over here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. So that's what snapped off there. And if you take a look at that, that's what's down in there. So that's what'll have to be drilled and tapped out, because that's what's left in there. And right here, right now, in the situation I'm in, I don't have the tools, proper particular instruments of surgery to commit that. This is brain surgery right now. So anyhow, that's where we are. That's what we're doing. It's how we're doing it. I've got a drill bit here, but it's a bit oversized. It won't work. It did. On top of that, it's an angle on it. It's quite an angle to get up in there to be able to do it. But I'm pretty confident that this 2-part epoxy will withstand the test of time. I've had it on steel and brass and plastic and aluminum. I've had it on just about every type of material known to man, and it's done its job more times over. So let's see what happens, guys. I'll give you updated.